Hey, this is our Extreme Closet Clean Out Update. I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Over the last few weeks, we've been doing an Extreme Closet Clean Out, one small step at a time, so that it's not overwhelming, and so that it is manageable, and it doesn't spend hours of our time at once. Okay, so today's project is going to take a few minutes. It's not just one item a day. This is going to be a lot of items in one day. It's going to take about 15-20 minutes of time, but that's it, okay? So this is manageable still. Today we're going to focus on special occasion clothing. Now you say, what is special occasion clothing? Well, it is used for a special occasion. So let's say that you once had a job and you wore a uniform for that job, but you've lost the job, or you quit the job, or you retired, but you still have the uniforms in your closet. Okay, this is the time that we want to pull those uniforms out, and we're going to send them to the Goodwill or the Salvation Army, or we're going to toss them. Okay, we're going to get rid of them right now because we're no longer using them. Another scenario would be if you had a professional job and you wore shirts and ties and all that stuff, and now you're working from home since COVID, and you no longer wear the shirts and ties, and you have all this special occasion clothing, but the special occasion no longer exists. Also in this platform of clothing that we're going to remove would be like party clothes from the prom when you were back in high school and you saved the dress because you spent a lot of money on it, but you're never going to fit into it again, and it will be another 15 years before it comes back in vogue, that kind of thing, right? We're going to get rid of the special occasion clothing. Okay, so you can do this yourself, or you can have someone else in your family help you. And this particular task, we allow other people in the family to help for this reason. If you are emotionally attached to your special occasion clothing and you cannot let it go, it's best to step aside and to let someone else from your family come in and remove those clothes and do this task for you, and you swap and do this task for them, okay? Their emotions are not as wrapped up in the clothing as you might be, because when you see the clothing, you're going to go, oh, that brought me so much joy. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to get rid of it. Okay, so here's the exercise. You're going to need a garbage bag. And this is a 13-gallon garbage bag. Unless you're a minimalist, you can probably fill one of these up. Okay, so the challenge is to fill up at least one bag of special occasion clothing. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring it all out to the bed. And then we're going to take it off, if it's inside hangers or if it's inside the clothing covers, we're going to take them out of the clothing covers, and we're going to, on the back of the door, hang up a rack. It looks like this. And you're going to hang this up over the door. Then you're going to hang the hangers on them that have clothing on them, okay? So this is a hanger that hangs on the back of the door. Now you hang up a dress or a shirt or whatever it is. And then I want you to take a picture of it with your camera. So here we have a garbage bag that we're filling up, and we have our camera, and we're going to take a picture of that item hanging on the door. Then when we take it off the door, we take it off the hanger, and we put it inside the garbage bag, okay? At the end of the garbage bag being full, if there are more clothes, you're going to put your hand in front of the camera, and you're going to take a picture of your hand. Now what that does is that creates a little block. When you go through the pictures and you see them all, that's going to say everything after this was garbage bag number 2, okay? So everything above here was garbage bag number 1, picture of the hand, garbage bag 2, another picture of the hand, that's garbage bag 3. And what we're going to do when we're done is we're going to label the garbage bags. So we have garbage bag 1, garbage bag 2, garbage bag 3. All right, here's where it happens. We're going to take the pictures off our phone, and we're going to drag them over to the computer so that we have a great big nice window where we can see every single item of the clothing, and we're going to put it in a file folder called Donations plus the year. So if it's 2021, it would be Donations 2021, right? The reason we do this is this. There are a lot of tax deductions that are available for giving clothing to, let's say, the Salvation Army or the Goodwill Foundation. And so you can tax deduct those if you have a business, and there are parameters around that. Okay, so that is one use for the pictures. That gives you proof that you donated them once you get the receipt. Okay, the other reason is in the next 30 days, we're not going to throw the garbage bags away that we filled up. In the next 30 days, we're going to hang on to them. We're going to put them out in the garage somewhere where they're not going to interrupt our daily workflow. But they're not going to be in our closets either, because remember, we're creating a new norm. We're creating a new, oh, I live with less stuff space. So we still technically have all the special occasion clothing. It's out in the garage now. labeled in garbage bags 1 through 4 or 1 through 20 or however many special occasion bags you have. And so then what happens is over the next few weeks, if you have buyer's remorse, like, oh no, I really wish I didn't throw that skirt away. Well, you can look and you can see really quickly on your file folder in garbage bag 3 is that skirt. You still have permission to go back out and regain that skirt and bring it back and put it back in your closet. But the object is, if you didn't use it and you're not wearing it and you probably won't ever wear it again, this is a chance to get rid of that. All right, what happens is like 99.9% of the time at the end of the 30 days, people just chunk the garbage bags and they send them to the Goodwill or they send them to the Salvation Army because they never use the stuff again and they probably never will. But there's this security net that if you're scared to get rid of it, this gives you permission to remove it from your closet, remove it from your space, create a new norm, and you still have the backup and the security of if you must open a bag, you know exactly what bag to open and you don't have to open all the other bags, which are going to unleash that flood of emotions and attachments that you had to those other clothes. Okay, now when you're done, I recommend that you also donate the coat hangers or you get rid of them as well. Don't leave the empty coat hangers in your closet because that suggests, oh look, there's new space. I can fill this up again. I have all these empty coat hangers. Get rid of the coat hangers as well. All right, leave your questions and comments in the notes below. If you're on this journey with us, say I'm in, and until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.